Hi coaches, this is your Monday, week 4 G1 workout. For all timers and equipment modifications, please check the PDFs. For station 1, compound set 1, we're working on a little bit of power through that hip and through the core. We're gonna go with the CMT at lateral hip. Your opposite side foot is gonna be doing an anterior step, even more of a lunge. With a powerful swing, come back, reestablish control, big powerful swing and come back. We're looking for the thoracic spine to extend in that rotation, so it's not just the arms coming up, but it's your whole body following that hand back behind, even challenging the head to stay straight ahead and allowing the torso to rotate. Halfway through, switch sides. Alternative here is just to go for an overhead press with that forward lunge. That way they're not getting too much torque through the core. If they get to here and they're losing their balance, that might be too much rotation. Just an anterior lunge is great, and still switching halfway through to get that swing and that press. Swing and the lunge. For station 2, we're grabbing onto a sandbell. We're going for a little transverse plane pivot here. You're gonna start with an uncommon transverse plane step, open that foot to a common transverse plane step, travel, and then the other foot comes across. Then that foot's gonna go for the common transverse plane. Other foot comes across. We're just gonna lunge, tap, lunge, and tap. And we're really working the adductor load here, that external rotation of that hip to a little bit of an internal rotation load. Now your right hip is externally rotating, and now your left hip is internally rotating. Continuing to alternate through those. Other option is just to rotate right, rotate left, and then take your right foot to the left, left foot to the right, circumnavigating that rotational sphere of the hips and of that thoracic spine. For station 3, just need your body. We're gonna be doing a little balance pivot, focusing on the most stability through the core and through the upper body. We're gonna start with 3, which is a push-up. 4 is gonna be the balance. We're gonna go down onto both hands. You're gonna do a push-up to an alternating knee. So this is where the balance of the single leg comes in. It's a push-up, single leg hover, take the knee across, right back home, push up, pivot the other knee across to the elbow. First, we're doing it prone, and then we're gonna come up for 4 and do something very similar standing. If you wanna tweak that one down, feel free to use a box. For 4, it's a tap forward. Hands are gonna swing up and away from that foot that's reaching forward, then tapping back, reaching the hands low. Tap forward, reach high and behind, tapping back, reaching low. We're working on the throwing mechanics through the hips, the T-spine, and the upper body. It's kind of that load the pitcher's gonna have to come through. We wanna get the extension through the T-spine, the rotation, that type 2 spine, and then come all the way through to a full load of that posterior hip. At the halfway point, switch legs. So now you're tapping forward, reaching over to the left, tap back, reaching down into the ground. Tweak here is just to go for a sagittal plane tap balance. You're reaching up and reaching down. Tweak up is to lift that foot all the way up into the air. So as you reach it forward, hover completely. As you come back, still hovering to that leg. Now it puts all the load through that balancing leg. For station 5 and 6, we're using the Viper. 5 is gonna be a rotational overhead press for power. Weight's gonna start at chest or at hip. Hip is a little more full body. Chest is gonna be a little more upper half. Press right, back to center, popping up to the left, and back to center, continuing that for the whole round. Tweak here, now it pulls you into a little bit of flexion, getting all the way up over the head, back down to the hip, and a big, powerful overhead press. Requires a lot more from the posterior portion of the body to get that weight up. For 6 and final, we're gonna be going for a little bit more of a rotational swing at hip height. So right, left rotation. Feel free to get a few of those just to keep the core moving. And then you're gonna alternate right foot, lunge, reach low, left foot lunge, and reaching low. And you can go for a few of those lunge pivots, reaching down, right back to the rotation for a few in the hips. Little tweak up is to keep that motion going, one of each. So you're gonna twist right, left, lunge right foot, lunge left foot, left, right, left foot lunge. Come home, right foot lunge, bringing it back. Adds a lot more of that dynamic control through the foot, the hips, and through the core. Enjoy.